Hey guys, welcome to Day Walker Sports Talk. I am your host, Day Walker, and let's get right into it. We're going to talk about Odell Beckham and how he's making history, also the top 5 landing spots, and the top 5 spots that he's not checking for. Okay, let's get off into how he's making history. There is no receiver that ever played the game that people has been checking for more than Odell, from the beginning of football to now. And so you have to understand that this man is coming off of an ACL injury. He has had two of them. So, hey, look, he's damaged goods, but everybody still wants him because they believe that he can be that spark to their team that they need. There's a lot of teams that just need one player that can just tip them over the scale from being good to Super Bowl champs. And a lot feel that he can be that force. Okay, now let's talk about the top 5 teams that Odell is not looking at all. But before I get into that, let's talk about the 3 teams that people are going to say that I am going to leave off both lists. And you're going to be like, well, why you didn't mention these teams? And these teams are Kansas City, Miami, and Philly. One, Philly's too young. So let's get that out of the way. Too young. Um, Odell has been around LeBron. They're very cool, and I'm pretty sure LeBron has taught him that young players ain't gonna get it. So Philly is out. Okay, Miami didn't start making a spark to now. Okay, so he's really haven't been paying attention to that. Okay, we know how Odell Beckham is about quarterbacks, and Tua is not stable at all. Period. I'm sorry, he's not. Kansas City, people have to remember when Odell was leaving the Browns, there were 2 teams. There was the LA Rams and Kansas City. Odell chose LA Rams over Kansas City. Now Kansas City don't want him, and he's not making an attempt to go there. So that's out the water. Now let's get into the 5 teams that Odell is not even. Don't even worry about it. Just forget about it. He ain't even thinking about them. And that's at the top of that list is New York Giants. New York, I know you like, hey, look, we got a pretty good record. Odell may help us out a lot or whatever. No, there was too much bad blood there. Too much bad blood there. Even though he's going to the facilities and, he's working out, stuff like that. But no, men have pride. And that situation didn't work. People didn't believe him at the time. So no, he's not checking for the Giants. Okay, another one will be the Browns. Browns will welcome him back with open arms. They felt like he was right, that Baker Mayfield was the problem. But no, he's not. His friend receiver, Jarvis Landry, is gone. So no, that is probably the main reason. Even though they'll be better at quarterback when Deshaun gets back, but no, not checking for him at all. He's not worried about it. Okay, now let's get to the rest of the 3 that's just completely trash, and he ain't even gave it a second thought. Ain't nobody in his family's even discussed these teams. And that is, one is his hometown team, New Orleans. No. Why? Because even though they have the top 5 defense, even though they do have a good receiving core, and adding him, it will be great. And they have dual running backs too. Like, the only problem that New Orleans have is quarterback. Andy Dalton and Jameson Winston. No. No, 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 no. Jameis Winston is a interception throwing fool. No. Both of them are injury prone. No, he's not going there at all. Forget about it. Don't even think about it. Next, Houston Texans. Nope. They have nothing. I know Houston was like, well, we'll take Odell, and Houston will pay him top dollar. They wouldn't care about the injury. They will pay him top dollar. But nah, it doesn't give him a good chance to win at all. They wouldn't even be a playoff contender. No. Last but not least, Atlanta. Atlanta is completely trash, garbage. They have nothing as well. They will pay top dollar too. He could probably be the highest paid player over there. But nah, Atlanta, forget about it. I know ATL, and I know Odell likes to party, and there's plenty of clubs for him to go over there. But I think the stripping thing with him being with his woman, they having a kid and stuff like this here, I don't think he'll be too much into Magic City anyway. So nah, forget about that. Atlanta, no. Now let's talk about the top 5 teams that Odell has been checking for. That I believe in my heart that, hey, look, he's looking at these 5 teams. And before I start the 5, I have an honorable mention for a potential team 6. This would be the Dallas Cowboys. And the reason why I say the Dallas Cowboys is that Jerry Jones, everybody knows that he doesn't know what he's doing. Negotiation, he always drops the ball, overpays, but he loves his players and he tends to help them off the field. It's America's favorite team. The spotlight will be shining bright down on Dallas. He looks at, they have a dual running back. Dak is pretty good. Top 5 defense. He would not be the number 1 receiver there. The problem with that is that CeeDee Lamb is not a proven number 1. Gallup is injury prone. So he will look up and be the number 1 receiver at the end of the day and be carrying the load, which can lead to him being injured again. So that is the reason why it's like a love-hate thing. Like, it looks good, but that's the problem, and that can be a real big problem. So, nah, I'm not going. All right, so let's start now with the top 5 ones that he's checking out. Number 1, everybody should know this. I shouldn't even have to mention this. Number 1 is the Rams. Even though the Rams is struggling, this also makes Odell look real good. Because while they're struggling, they're calling him. They're talking to him like, hey, look, when you get healthy, come on over. Come on, we're gonna get that run in. We're gonna push through, and we're gonna be in the playoffs, and we'll probably have a good chance of being back-to-back Super Bowl champs. The money has to be right. The years have to be right. So, Odell has a mansion there. His child is not even a year old. So upping and moving is not in his best interest. He's made a lot of Hollywood friends there. So, that is the number 1 right there off the rip. Number 2. Number 2 is the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills is a very good team that always slips up in the end. Odell is looking at that. He's been on the phone with Von Miller a lot. I'm talking about that. It's been saying every other day. Trying to see if he can sway him to come over there. Odell believes that he could be that piece that can cause them to win that Super Bowl. And his stock will rise. He'll look good. And, get paid top dollar next time around for an extension. Yeah. Buffalo looks very good. Good defense. Josh Allen has proven himself to be a very good quarterback. Stephon Diggs is the number 1. So, yeah, he's not even like, if it's not LA, Buffalo guaranteed. Number 3, the greatest player of all time, the greatest player to ever touch a football. Every receiver is always going to think that I can get a ring playing with him, and that is Tom Brady. I don't even say Tampa Bay. Forget saying Tampa Bay, just say Tom Brady. Tom Brady gives you the best chance to look good and win a Super Bowl at the same time. You can be trash. You can be garbage truck juice. And Tom Brady is going to make you look good. He is. Especially if you are already good. Oh, he going to make you look like an all-star. Even though you season and you declining, he's still going to make you look like, hey, he'll make Odell look like Odell when he made that catch that really took his career off. Next will be number 4. That's Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay. They have a relationship. They've been talking over the years. It's been said that when he was leaving the Giants, that he had developed a relationship with Aaron Rodgers. And off season, he goes out there, they test each other out. The little pitch and catch, thing that most quarterbacks do in the offseason. That's what they've done. So Aaron Rodgers looks good. They have a good running back. Defense is legit. The only issue with that is that the receiving core could be the problem. Odell looks at it as he'll look up and be the number one option and ain't trying to be. And he doesn't want that responsibility. Guys, I'm telling you, it's too much miles. He'll be 30 in November. He's had a lot of injuries. No, he's not trying to be that number one. Forget about it. Number 5. This is going to surprise you guys. Number 5 is the Las Vegas Raiders. And the reason why I say the Raiders is because it's 3.5 miles. I said 3.5, not 3.5. It's 3.5 hours away from home. It's close. He likes to gamble. Not to mention, they have a whole bunch of talent there. They have a number 1 receiver. They have a dominant tight end, good quarterback. The defense is decent. It just gets overlooked because the offense can't get it together. Now, the issue that Odell is having with that is it could be coaching, but he really can't tell what's that problem. Like, they are a talented team that expectations was high and they're disappointing everybody. And it's like, man, I would want to go, but it's like, what is it? Like, could I be that piece that they need? Now, that could be what makes and breaks Vegas. And Odell is looking at that because he can go over there and they could take off and the stock could go up very high. Very high. And it will prove to the world that, hey, look, Odell still has it. But head coach and play calling is something over there that's really disrupting Vegas, which is clouding his judgment to go over there. So it's like, yeah, good, but I don't know. Like, I need to see. I still have to heal. November to December looks good for me to return. So let me see. I have all of October in the middle of November. Let's see how they take off. If they take off, I can hop on for 1 year. Because it is midseason. He could finish out the rest of the season with another team. And they take off and go to the Super Bowl, and after that, stock can go, like I said, go very high, and then he can sign with somebody else, or he can sign back with LA for a 3 to 4 year deal, whatever the case may be. But hey, that's why they 5. They are a very good team, close to home, but just have not quite got it together. They have to figure it out if they want Odell. I don't know what it is, but hey. Like, comment, subscribe. I repeat, like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't like my top 5, then give me a comment down there and let me know. We'll discuss it. If you don't like my top 5 teams that he won't go to, leave some comments down there and let me know. We'll talk about it. Once again, it's free. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate it. And on that note, I am out.